This is your sports TV station in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
Welcome to another edition of Girls Varsity Volleyball on WLCS TV 20. Rob Polinsky along with Joe Bach. Tonight it's the Cleveland Heights Lady Tigers with a record of 1-5 taking on your Lorain Titans with a record of 3-5. Lorain in the white uniforms. They've got white jerseys with blue shorts. Cleveland Heights in the black jerseys and black shorts. Cleveland Heights coached by first-year head coach Kalia Watts, and Lorain is coached by second-year head coach Chantil Jackson. And Lorain will start by serving, and Chloe Karpinski, a freshman, will serve for the Lady Titans. So Karpinski with the first serve, it's into the net, point for Cleveland Heights. So we're just underway, game one.
Titans coming off a back-to-back. They played Shaw last night and won in 3. That was a makeup game from last week where Shaw's school was closed because of the heat.
And talking with assistant coach Bancic before the game, she said Shaw, one of the improved teams
very much
in the league. And Cleveland Heights serves it into the net, so each team can't get the serve over. We're tied at 1. Serving that into the net for Cleveland Heights was Tori Pollard. Lorain with the serve, tied at 1. First set is sent over, and that is going to be a point for Lorain, as that was just out of bounds. Titans lead 2-1. Joe, if you could turn it up just a little bit,
sure,
that would help me. Thank you.
How's that?
That's perfect. And serving is Talia Harris, T. Harris, as she likes to go by. Sends it over, and Cleveland Heights can't get it back over. Kamari Wilson played it, but Wilson got it to Simone Kimbrough, who wasn't able to get it over the net. Lorain leads 3-1. So T. Harris, a junior, serving, sends it to the middle of the back row. Played ahead by Faith Watson, sent over on the third hit, dug out by the Titans. Set at the net. The kill attempt from the middle of the net is going to be good off the violation on Cleveland Heights. Sydney Patterson, senior middle hitter with that one. And Lorain leads 4-1, so the Titans with the early lead in game one of this varsity match. Again, T. Harris with another nice serve. Third hit for Cleveland Heights, sent over but out of bounds by Kamari Wilson. 5-1 Titans. So Talia Harris, or T. Harris as she goes by, junior. Cleveland Heights plays it middle of the front row. There's a good kill and a point for the Cleveland Heights team from Simone Kimbrough with the point, and it's 5-2 Lorain. Simone Kimbrough, a junior. Treasure Island to serve for Cleveland Heights. And their play at the net, we've got somebody into the net, and that's going to be a Cleveland Heights player. So Lorain gets the point, they lead 6-2. And serving will be Sydney Patterson. Patterson sends it, and Cleveland Heights on the third attempt will not be able to get it over, as it was Treasure Island and Simone Kimbrough that time, and Lorain quickly has a 7-2 lead. Sydney Patterson again sends it over. Another point for the Titans, as Cleveland Heights off to a slow start here, Joe. It's 8-2 Lorain. In fact, Coach Watts decides to take her first time out. So a good start for Lorain. They're up 8-2. Again, they come in with a record of 3-5. And for the Cleveland Heights team, they have a record of 1-5. Joe gives you a look there of Cleveland Heights and Coach Kalia Watts as she is talking with her team.
Yeah, like you were mentioning before, Shaw was in here last night, and very spirited match. They led midway through 2 of the 3 matches, but they fell in straight sets to Lorain, 25-14, 15, and 12. But much improved. There was a lot of good volleys, and as a matter of fact, I even made a point to talk to the Shaw coach afterwards and tell him, yeah, your team made a lot of improvement. So, and they had what was really nice to see, they had a full bench too. So, you know, that's a good indication of, you know, the program.
Exactly, and yeah, more interest in it.
Right.
Exactly. So Lorain leading 8-2. Patterson will serve. She sends it to the middle of the back row, and
Another ace.
Yes, it is. Unable to dig that out is Alasia Brooks. 9-2 Titans. Titans trailed just once in this match at 1-0. And Patterson to serve. Sends it to the back row for Cleveland Heights. It's going to get played, and on the third hit, putting it into the net was Kamari Wilson. Titans lead 10-2. A whistle and I believe some kind of an illegal
rotation error.
Yeah, rotation error on Cleveland Heights.
Yeah, they weren't in a proper setup.
I hate when you have those illegal rotation errors, Joe. I tell you time and time again.
That's, yeah.
Usually you and Schlumbaker are good for one of those a game.
Oh, there you go.
11-2. And hitting it into the net.
See what you did? You jinxed them now.
So 2 of the 3 points for Cleveland Heights come from Lorain missed serves that go into the net.
Yeah, the infamous unforced errors.
Yes, show you how much Lorain has dominated nearly going. Simone Kimbrough, senior, to serve for Cleveland Heights. Jump serve for Simone. Good serve. Second hit, and now on the third, it'll get sent over by Ariana Washington for Lorain. And it's played back to the Cleveland Heights side. There's a set, left side of the front row, and not able to get it over. That time was Kamari Wilson, the senior outside hitter for Cleveland Heights. 12-3 Lorain.
A lift was called there.
Substitution for the Titans. Coming in is Janae Harrison. And going out will be Chloe Karpinski. Serving Ariana Washington, a sophomore. And there's a point. Unable to pass that was Jordan Mormon. 13-3 Lorain. Quick moving first game. And now Washington's ready, and her serve over the net, dug out by Kamari Wilson, and unable to get it over on the third hit that time is Jordan Mormon, and it's 14-3 Lorain. Substitution for the Tigers, Cleveland Heights. Yasmin Robinson will go to the middle of the back row. See if she can help out the defense. They hit it right to Robinson. Pass it ahead, and on the third hit, the Tigers get it over by Jordan Mormon. There's the set, and the kill attempt is going to go out of bounds. The point will go to Cleveland Heights as Jalissa Williams, a sophomore outside hitter, just hit that just wide. Point for Cleveland Heights, 14-4 Lorain. Kamari Wilson to serve for the Tigers. Good deep serve, and that one is just a little bit long. Oh, I thought that was going to land in, Joe, but Titans did a good job, better eyes than mine up here, and they let it go long. It's a point for Lorain. They lead 15-4.
Exactly.
Serving is Jalissa Williams. Williams hits it deep, and that one's well out of bounds. So a couple of missed serves for each team, and it's 15-5. Lorain right now up, happy to trade points. The 15-5 lead. And Samaya Hauser. I'm sorry, this is Tori Pollard will serve. The left-hander puts it into the net. Point Titans, 16-5 for the Titans. We had one tie at 1-1 and one Cleveland Heights lead at 1-0. That's been it. Other than that, it's been all Lorain here in game one. These two teams will play twice this year, the first of two meetings. Good jump serve for the Titans. On the third hit, it's sent over. Dug out by Harrison. Kill attempt, dug out by the Tigers. And Cleveland Heights will play it ahead, sent over on the third hit. The set by Washington, right side of the front row. Putting that in is Janae Harrison with the kill. The sophomore middle hitter makes it 17-5 Titans. Crystal Colazo with the jump serve for Lorain. Sent over. I'm sorry, that's Yasmin Faria, number 5. Yasmin Faria in the lineup. Point will go to Cleveland Heights. Not sure what that call was, Joe. 17-6. Again, Cleveland Heights in the black uniforms. Lorain wearing the white jerseys, blue shorts. Now the official's going to talk things over here. 17-6 Lorain here in game 1. The Titans have dominated the first game. Or whatever the conversation was, it's
Point's going to stand.
It is 17-6. Thank you, Joe. And serving will be Jordan Mormon. Jump serve of the young lady. That is going to go wide, out of bounds. Point for Lorain. Titans lead 18-6. Going back to serve for it's Lorain's serve. Leading 18-6. We have a slight delay here. Again, you're watching Girls Varsity Volleyball, WLCS TV 20 is fall sports in full swing, Joe Bach. I know they're keeping you busy. Volleyball, soccer, football, all kinds of stuff.
Covering a lot more soccer because now we're at the George Daniel Field because of the turf.
There you go. Ariana Washington sends it over. And we've got a miss hit. A double hit on Cleveland Heights. Thank you, Joe. 19-6 Lorain here in game 1. Titans getting closer here to taking the first game. And serving now is Chloe Karpinski. The ace makes it 20-6.
Karpinski, very nice looking freshman. Very impressed. You know, we'll be seeing her, I'm sure, for the next few years, doing some good things here in Lorain.
The only freshman dressing on the varsity. Another good serve, 21-6 Titans. So Karpinski 4 points away from giving Lorain game 1 here. The freshman awaits. And another good deep serve. Cleveland Heights from the back row sends it over. Kamari Wilson back over to Karpinski. Set, and the hit on the third shot is sent over by T. Harris. And Cleveland Heights with a spike attempt that's dug out nicely from the back row for the Titans. Again, Harris goes up, dug out. Longest rally of the match here so far. Good spike attempt that's dug out beautifully by the Titans. And we're going to get into the net for Lorain. Ariana Washington, her momentum took her into the net, Joe. Gives Cleveland Heights that hard-earned point, and that's 21-7.
Nice volley, though. Very nice.
Faith Watson, the senior now to serve. Jump serve for Faith. To the back row. Battle at the net, and it's going to be one of the Cleveland Heights players into the net. And that will give the Titans the point. They lead 22-7.
Number 5 was in the net.
And that is Simone Kimbrough for Cleveland Heights. She will come out. Replacing her is Jada Streifel. T. Harris to serve. And her serve is going to be just wide. Very, very close to being an ace, but it's just wide. Point for Cleveland Heights. 22-8 Lorain. Serving is Yasmin Robinson. So we're in the late stages of game 1. Karpinski plays it ahead to Washington. Washington with a set, sent back over by Patterson. And it's going to be a point for Cleveland Heights. me
The
through.
Lorain player crossed under the net, stepped across the line there.
Thank you, Joe. I was looking at my names, double checking, and every time you look down, it just seems invariably something happened. Yeah, exactly. There's played, set by Washington, right side of the front row. Sydney Patterson sends it over, but the kill is good. And it's 23-10 Titans. Titans 2 points away from a game 1 victory here. Sydney Patterson the serve. Again, you play 3 games out of 5. Patterson, good deep serve. That on the third hit is sent over by Tori Pollard for Cleveland Heights. Set by Washington, left side of the front row. The kill is going to be good.
Nice.
Jalissa Williams, the sophomore. And it's game point. You're right, Joe. That was nice. The set by Ariana Washington to Jalissa Williams, a couple of sophomores. They've got bright futures. This is a very young Lorain team, just only 3 seniors. And serving it into the net is one of those seniors, Sydney Patterson, and it's 24-10. Karpinski plays it ahead. Third hit, it's sent over by Jalissa Williams. Cleveland Heights sends it over, but long, and that'll be game 1 to Lorain. So the Titans take game number 1 by a score of 25-10. That does it for game 1. Titans win at 25-10. We'll be back with game 2 after this timeout. You're watching girls varsity volleyball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools television.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy, I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, no thanks, not my thing.
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Game 2 for Lorain and Cleveland Heights. Cleveland Heights will serve as the team switch sides of the court. Lorain dominating game 1, Joe, winning 25-10. Cleveland Heights had just one lead at 1-0. We had one tie at 1-1, and then from that point on, Lorain scored 5 straight points, went up 5-1, and they were never headed from there. And they got the relatively easy 25-10
I
win.
agree, Rob, and I believe out of those 10 points, I think 7 or 8 of them were Lorain unforced errors.
Exactly. Chloe Karpinski to serve for the Lorain Titans. Karpinski, the freshman, up from the JV team. And her serve is going to be sent over on the third hit for Jada Streifel for Cleveland Heights. Titans send it back over. That was T. Harris sending it. Dug out there by the Titans. Harris, left side of the front row, hits it wide out of bounds. Point for Cleveland Heights, and we are tied at 1. Can you play 3 games out of 5? So best of 3 out of 5. Lorain has a 1-0 lead. Games go to 25. And you must win by 2. Serving it into the net is Yasmin Robinson. Another point for Lorain. They lead 2-1.
And if it goes to the 5th game, the 5th game is 2-15.
Yes, sir. But again, you have to win by 2. Amaya Robinson, a senior, serving. And we have a legal hit.
Double hit.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Double hit on Cleveland Heights, and that one will go to Jordan Mormon. 3-1 Titans. Harris did a great job serving in that first game. Continues it here as Cleveland Heights having trouble from the back row picking that up. Trying to pass it ahead that time was Alasia Brooks, unable to do so. Titans lead 4-1. Substitution for the Tigers. We're going to see Halen Williams coming in as Coach Kalia Watts in her first season as head coach of Cleveland Heights, looking for the right combination. Her team 1-5 said they've had kind of struggle for the start of the season. Sent over on the third hit by Faith Watson. T. Harris sends it over, and that one's going to be just wide, out of bounds. Point for Cleveland Heights. 4-2, Lorain leads early on game 2. On the serve for Heights is Jada Streifel, and her serve is going to be just wide out of bounds. Point for the Titans, 5-2. We've had a lot of missed serves here, Joe, either into the net or out of bounds, and the very first thing you got to do is just get your serves in, give your team a chance.
Right. Yeah, you can't score any points if you can't get it over the net to even start a volley.
Exactly. Substitution for the Titans. Aaliyah Harris, Jr. comes back in. There's a set for Cleveland Heights by Tori Pollard, the setter, and it's a block right there by the Titans. They get the point. They lead 6-2. Back to serve. Sydney Patterson, 5'9" senior. Substitution for Lorain. Coming back in for the Titans is Jersey Fisk. She is a 5'10" sophomore. She'll play the left side of that front row. And I believe for Jersey Fisk, this is her first opportunity to be on the court. Tonight, I should say. And we're going to have a
net violation.
Thanks, Joe. Net violation on the Titans. Point goes to Cleveland Heights, and it's 6-3. Lorain leads in game 2. Another substitution for the Titans coming back in, Yasmin Faria. She goes to the back row. And serving for Cleveland Heights will be Kamari Wilson. Kamari with a jump serve. Sends it over. Nicely done. Faria sends it, but the block at the net for Cleveland Heights. Well done, Jordan Mormon. And Cleveland Heights gets the point. They have 2 points in a row, and they've cut a 4-point lead in half to 6-4. It was a good jump serve that time by Wilson. By Faith Watson. She'll try it again. Another good job. This time the Titans do a better job with it, and Yasmin Faria on the third hit sends it over. Set by Pollard, left side of the front row. Dug out nicely by the Titans. There's a set from Washington. Fisk has it sent right back to her. Point for Cleveland Heights. 3 points in a row for Cleveland Heights. They've cut the 6-2 lead to 6-5. And an opportunity to tie it here early on in game 2. Looks like one of the young ladies being attended to over on the sidelines, Joe, by the trainers of the Lorain High Titans. Not sure if that's just a
contact,
maybe a contact problem. Anyway, as the Titans play that one out of bounds, we're tied at 6.
Oh, this is the most points Cleveland Heights has strung together tonight in a row.
Yes, it is. 4 in a row. And 6 of the last 7 points have gone to the Titans. To the Tigers. And we're tied at 6. And putting it into the net with an opportunity to take the lead was Faith Watson. That will give Lorain a 7-6 lead. Titans say thank you very much. And Ariana Washington back to serve. Janae Harrison coming back in for Lorain. Set, and on the third hit, Kamari Wilson gets it over. Jersey Fisk sends it back. Dug out nicely. Faith Watson sent over on the third hit by the Tigers, but it was well out of bounds. Kamari Wilson. Point for Lorain. They lead 8-6. Titans trying to take a commanding 2-0 lead here in the second game. And Washington sends it over. The set, and hitting it over is Faith Watson for Cleveland Heights. Now Jersey Fisk puts it into the net as a couple of the Titans there kind of got tangled up. Need to communicate a little bit better as Fisk was tangled up with Janae Harrison. And that point to Cleveland Heights cuts the Lorain lead to 8-7. Serving is Treasure Island. She can't get it over the net. Point for the Titans. They lead 9-7. Julissa Williams serving for Lorain. Pollard hits it over on the third hit. Dug out by Faria. Left side of the front row. The spike is going to be good. Nice job. Talia Harris with the kill. 10-7 Titans. Julissa Williams, a 5'3" sophomore. Deep serve that is just wide and out of bounds. Gives the point to Cleveland Heights, 10-8 Lorain. Heights hanging around though here in game 2. Set left side of the front row, and it's going to be a point, good kill there for Lorain. T. Harris, 11-8. Titans lead by 3 here in game 2. They have a 1-0 lead, having won game 1 by the final of 25-10, and Yasmin Faria, the junior, serving as he serves it wide, out of bounds. Point Cleveland Heights, 11-9.
Boy, Rob, just a lot of missed serves and unforced errors tonight.
Yep. Yes, it has been. Both these teams pretty young, both struggling a little bit this year. Titans having some injuries also that is affecting them. One of their seniors out right now, Emily Van Horn. They hope to get her back soon, but they're not sure. Emily's sitting over there on the bench, but didn't play yesterday or today. And when you're a young team and you're missing one of those seniors, that certainly will hurt. Tigers send it over. Set by Williams. And Janae Harrison cross court, but just wide, out of bounds. Point for Cleveland Heights, 11-10 Titans. Williams sends it over on the third hit, but she puts it into the net. We are tied at 11.
Wow.
Third tie of game 2. We were tied at 1, tied at 6, tied at 11. Joe, if you see a pattern, that means every 5 points there's a tie, so maybe we'll be tied at 16 and at 21. Faria plays it from the back row. Ahead to Janae Harrison. Harrison sends it over, and the point for the Titans. So Janae Harrison does a good job of getting it over. And the Titans lead 12-11. Serving for the Titans will be Chloe Karpinski. Freshman's getting a lot of playing time tonight.
Yeah, she got a lot last night as well.
Yeah, I think she's playing a lot because of the injury to Van Horn. And from the middle of the front row, sending it over is Streifel. Julissa Williams plays it back to the Tigers side. Middle of the front row, Streifel again had a block very nicely at the net by Sydney Patterson. Patterson will send it over, and she'll get the point for the Titans. So Patterson started that one, and she ended it. She got the block, Joe, and then she ends with the kill. Coach Chantil Jackson up, giving instructions to her team. Chantil in her second year as head coach of the Titans. They lead 13-11 here in game 2. And hitting it into the net, Samaya Hauser. 14-11 Titans. So Lorain has rattled off 3 straight points since we were tied at 11. And a substitution for Cleveland Heights coming back into the game is Tori Pollard, a sophomore. She'll take the left side of the back row. And Pollard came running up, Joe, and it's kind of interesting from the spot she vacated on the court. That's exactly where the spike went, or the serve went.
Right.
So it's a point for Lorain.
And an ace.
And an ace.
For Carpenter.
It was interesting. I just was watching Pollard. She ran up, and when she ran up, she vacated the spot where the serve went. Karpinski sends it from the back row. Cleveland Heights will play it ahead and just get it over the net. Washington sends it back to the Cleveland Heights side for Lorain. Washington again with a set. Left side of the front row, the spike is going to be good. And for the Titans, that is Talia Harris, T. Harris with another kill. Titans have scored 5 straight points, and they lead 16-11. Cleveland Heights with more substitutions as they look for the right combination of young ladies to try to get the serve back. And coming back in is Simone Kimbrough. Karpinski to serve. Middle of the back row. And on the third hit, hitting it over is Jordan Mormon for Cleveland Heights. From the back row, Julissa Williams just wide, out of bounds. Point for Cleveland Heights at 16-12 Titans. Tigers to serve, Yasmin Robinson. Set by Washington, sent back over Sydney Patterson, back to the Titan side. Washington, instead of setting it, she'll send it right back over. Battle at the middle of the front row. Sydney Patterson right there, she'll get the kill, and nice. The Titans lead 17-12. So the Titans lead 17-12 here in game number 2. They won game 1, 25-10. Girls varsity volleyball tonight on WLCS TV 20. Alongside Joe Bach, I'm Rob Polinsky. Glad you could join us. In the back row, Titans play it, and they hit it into the crowd. Unable to pass that forward was Tori Pollard. Point for the Titans. They lead 18-12.
We're tied at 11, right, Rob?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so Titans on a 7-1 run.
You are exactly right. And from the back row, Tigers play it and hitting it over that time. Nice job by Jordan Mormon. They're going to get the point. Mormon with a strong shot from back there makes it 18-13. Jump serve, middle of the front row. Nice line drive serve just over the net. And an ace for Simone Kimbrough in Cleveland Heights. And Lorain's lead is 4 at 18-14.
Yeah, Simone would have a very nice weapon there if she could do that on a consistent basis.
That was well done. Kimbrough again, another good jump serve. And another ace is Karpinski couldn't play it ahead. And Cleveland Heights with 3 straight points, Joe, and this 18-12 lead is now 18-15 and very much a game again in game 2. So right when I thought Lorain was going to pull away a little bit, Cleveland Heights with a big 3-0 run here off the serves of Simone Kimbrough. Deep serve, another one, unable to play that ahead is T. Harris, and it's 18-16 Lorain.
That's 3 aces in a row.
Mm-hmm. Simone, well, think of all the missed serves we've had, but for once now, Cleveland Heights has had 4 straight serves that have gone in. I don't know if either team has had that tonight. Kimbrough again, another good serve. Faria plays it ahead. And miscommunication, it falls between 2 young ladies. And the miscommunication that time is going to cost them. Karpinski and Harris each thought the other one was going to play it. Timeout for Lorain, and Cleveland Heights has gotten right back into it. They trail 18-17 here in game number 2. Well, we want to let you know that Lorain City Schools Television, WLCS TV 20, is now on Spectrum Cable. You can check out Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook for all your entertainment and informational needs. By now, you know to follow us on Twitter at LCS_TV 20. You can check out that YouTube station, Lorain Schools TV 20, and like the Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook. Chance to win great prizes. And Joe, I know you're always pleased with the amount of hits that the YouTube station gets.
Yeah, we're 1,050,000.
Very cool.
So, well, we got a second, too. I want to talk about the Titan football discount card for $10. And there's like 20.
Yep. These are still available. You can find it from any Titan football player.
And we'll talk about that at the next break in the action. But
here, I thought you were just giving me a card, being a nice guy, thinking what a nice guy I am.
You can talk about some of the discounts. Really good. Most of them, you use them twice, and you're going to pay for it, plus you're helping a good cause.
Exactly. The serve, Faria sends it over. We are tied at 18.
Wow.
As Simone Kimbrough has done a great job with her jump serves, Joe. 6 straight points. We're tied at 18. Simone Kimbrough, the senior for Cleveland Heights, has served her team right back into game 2. And now Cleveland Heights will try to take their first lead of game 2. Kimbrough again, beautifully done. Karpinski plays it ahead to Washington. Jalissa Williams with the kill. Dug out by the Tigers. Left side sent over by Faith Watson. Play at the net, point Cleveland Heights, and the Tigers lead 19-18. 7 straight points for Cleveland Heights. They were down 18-12. They now lead 19-18. And Simone Kimbrough. Jump serve into the net. Point for the Titans.
Nice run, Simone.
No doubt. So now tied at 19. Lorain will try to regain some momentum here. Sydney Patterson, the senior, to try to serve as Yasmin Faria comes out. Into the Lorain lineup comes Aaliyah Thomas, a junior. Back row. Third hit sent over by the Tigers. Set by Washington. Jalissa Williams with a kill. Dug out from the back row for the Tigers. Right side of the front row, point. They're going to give it to Cleveland Heights, saying that the Titans were into the net.
And they were.
And that is going to give Cleveland Heights the point. They lead 20-19. Substitution. Cleveland Heights, Kamari Wilson comes in. Jump serve, Faith Watson. Karpinski sends it over on the third hit, back to the Tigers. Tigers go on offense. Sending that one over is Samaya Hauser. Now Julissa Williams with the spike, and that one's going to go long, out of bounds. Tigers lead by 2, 21-19. Serving, Faith Watson. Jump serve. Dug out. Titans send it over. Washington. Cross court. Dug out by the Tigers. Middle of the front row. Karpinski goes back to get it. They set up Williams. Her spike is good. And the Titans cut the lead to 21-20. Cleveland Heights leads 21-20. And for the Lorain Titans coming back into this match is Janae Harrison. Titans down a point. Late stages game 2, 21-20. It looks like they're going to wipe off a little perspiration on the floor. You don't want anyone slipping and sliding out there. So Cleveland Heights leads 21-20 here in the late stages of game 2.
Yeah, after such a dominating performance by the Lady Titans in game 1, this is the last thing you want to do is give up game 2 and let Cleveland Heights gain a lot of confidence.
Back row, Tigers have it. Left side of the front row, they send it over. From the middle of the front row, the Titans send it back over. Played ahead, and that kill is going to go long from Kamari Wilson. Point for Lorain. We're tied at 21. Middle of the front row, sent over by Jordan Mormon. And the kill is long from Jalissa Williams, out of bounds. Cleveland Heights leads 22-21. We should tell you here with such a close game in game 2, once again to remind you that you have to win by at least 2 points. So the games go to 25, but you still have to win by 2, meaning you can't win 25-24. For Cleveland Heights, serving is Treasure Island. There's a set by Washington. Left side of the front row. Harrison sends it over for the Titans. Washington will play it left side of the front row, Williams, and that's going to be good right in front of the defense of Cleveland Heights. Faith Watson couldn't get to it. We're tied at 22. We've had 7 ties in game 2, much closer than the first one. Watson, he sent it over on the third hit, dug out by Faria for Lorain. Played back to Harrison, battle at the net. That is going to go into the net. Point for Cleveland Heights. They lead 23-22. Lorain led 18-12, and it looked like they were pretty close to putting this game away. But since then, Cleveland Heights has outscored them 11-4 to take a 1-point lead. And now it's game point off the ace from the serve of Jordan Moorman. 24-22 Tigers. Timeout, Titans. You know, Joe Bach just told you about the $10 gift card you can get from any Lorain Titan football player. And you want to do that because you have so many participating restaurants that we're going to tell you about here on the back of these cards for $10. Lenosi Spaghetti House, McDonald's, Family Video, Auntie Anne's Pretzels, Buffalo Wild Wings, Marco's Pizza, Domino's, Yala's, IHOP, Subway, Quiznos, Wolfie's, Quaker Steak and Lube, Harry Buffalo, Crystal Clear Cleaners, Scorchers, Ziggy's, Brown Bag Burgers, Denny's, and Olympia Sports.
And Rob, you could use that for an entire year. That is good through August of 2019. You could use it over and over again.
Oh, those are 20 different locations, and they all have what the gift is on the back of the card that you'll get. As Joe mentioned, you can use it as often as you want. They're good for a year. It's a great fundraiser, so find a Lorain Titan football player, and you've got until the end of August 2019 to use that. Serving for game 2 are the Tigers. They put it into the net, unable to get that over with Jordan Moorman. And Lorain has cut the lead to 24-23. And it's still game point here for the Tigers. Up 1, 24-23. Serving to stay in game 2 is Yasmin Faria. Faria puts it into the net. Point game Tigers. Tigers win it 25-23, and they have tied the match at a game apiece. We'll be back with game 3 after this timeout. You're watching Girls Varsity Volleyball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Williams. I'm 16 years old and in 11th grade at Lorain High School. I'm studying sports health and fitness through Lorain High's Career Tech Education program. I've been playing sports since the 7th grade, volleyball to be specific. I know I can't play forever, but I can still be part of it if I become a physical therapist or athletic trainer. The sports health and fitness classes at Lorain High are giving me an idea of what I'd be doing in the field. I tell all the athletes to take Dury's sports health and fitness class because he knows what he's talking about. He's an athletic trainer. I'm learning how to prevent injuries by doing stuff like taping. That's why I'm also interested in physical therapy. Physical therapy helps get people back to playing. I've learned that the rehab part of physical therapy is more structured and that as an athletic trainer, I would always be at games and practices. I know what I want to do, and it's all thanks to Lorain High Sports Health and Fitness Career Tech program.
Game 3 just getting underway. Karpinski to serve for the Lorain Titans. And from the left side of the front row, a block. And the Titans get the first point. Sydney Patterson goes up strong. Titans lead 1-0.
And hopefully the Lady Titans got re-energized after that close loss in game 2.
And the Tigers have it from the back row. That one's not going to go over on the third hit. Unable to get it over the net that time. Great effort by Samaya Hauser, but unable to get it over the net. Titans lead 2-0. Titans put it into the net, and that will give the Tigers the point. Makes it 2-1 Lorain.
That's a big theme of tonight's match. Has been a lot of service errors.
On the back row is going to be a miss hit by the double hit by the Titans, and we're tied at 2 after that double hit. Kamari Wilson serving. Wilson gets it to Karpinski. Karpinski ahead, and there's the kill that's dug out from Sydney Patterson. Tigers send it back over. Washington with the set, left side of the front row, and that kill is going to be good as it gets hit off a blocker and out of bounds. T. Harris with the point for Lorain. 3-2 Lady Titans. Substitution Cleveland Heights. Coming back in is Haylin Williams, a senior. We saw her earlier. And going back to serve is T. Harris. Harris sends it right over to Williams, who just came into the game. Sent over by the Tigers. Julissa Williams with the kill attempt, put it into the net. Point for the Tigers. We're tied at 3. Williams will get it over to Sydney Patterson. She dinks it over, beautifully placed, right where the Tigers' defense were not. And the Titans get a 4-3 lead as, boy, that senior there with her experience, Sydney Patterson, saw where the Cleveland Heights defenders were moving, and she put the ball right where there was a hole in that defense. Patterson goes back to serve. Dug out by Hauser. Sent over, but deep on the kill from Faith Watson. Point for Lorain, they lead 5-3. Sydney Patterson. And there's going to be a miss hit by Tori Pollard. And Lorain's out to a quick 6-3 lead here in Game 3. But don't forget, in Game 2, they had an 18-12 lead, only to see Cleveland Heights come all the way back to win 25-23. The Tigers outscored Lorain 13-5 after that 18-12 lead. And hitting it over and getting the point is T. Harris, 7-3 Titans. And Joe, when you're tied at a game apiece, the third game's so critical to try to take a 2-1 lead, because it's very difficult to come in the best 3 out of 5 to
win the last 2.
Yeah,
right?
So Game 3 really, really critical in a 1-1 tie. Patterson back to the Tigers. It's played to the right side of the front row, dug out nicely. Julissa Williams sends it back from the set from Washington. And Faith Watson back to the Titans. Julissa Williams left side of the front row. Dug out there, a nice job, Samaya Hauser. And from the back row, Sydney Patterson keeps it alive for the Titans. This is a long, long rally here. And on the third hit, Tigers hit it, but well out of bounds. Simone Kimbrough.
That's a big point.
Yes, it was. 8-3 Lorain. 5-0 run for the Titans. Titans and Tigers. It can be a bit of a tongue twister. We've had 2 ties in this Game 3 at 2 and at 3. Middle of the front row for the Tigers. They send it over. Washington at the set, and a nice job at the middle of the front row. Simone Kimbrough put that one away easily, and the point will go to Cleveland Heights. They trail 8-4. Substitution for the Tigers coming in as Treasure Island. She will replace Tori Pollard. Joe, of all the matches to forget my water, and this is going to at least go 4 games. If we get to a 5th game, I might, if I start choking up here, then you're going to have to finish. We've had a long time deal. And there's a spike, and it's good. Left side of the front row, Faith Watson gets it. 8-5 Titans. Boy, Faith Watson just put that on the line. That was so well done. And the Tigers trail 8-5.
And Rob, I usually bring you one, but I forgot today.
That's all right. That's all right, Joe. I'll forgive you. And serving it from the back row, digging it out nicely are the Titans. They get it over, beautifully done at the net for the Tigers. Right there, Jordan Mormon, Treasure Island. Joe, they both went up for the block. They get the block, nobody home for the Titans, and it's 8-6. And it's kind of like how the second game went. The Titans got off to that early lead, but the Tigers won't go away. Good jump serve, and Karpinski can't pass it ahead. Another point for the Tigers. It's 8-7.
Yeah, same as in game 2, except this one's coming a little bit earlier.
Yes. 4-0 run for Cleveland Heights after they trailed 8-3. Simone Kimbrough, jump serve. Well placed. Set for Washington, left side of the front row. Kill by Thomas, that's dug out. Karpinski to Washington, middle of the front row. Battle at the net, point for Lorain. 9-7 Titans. Game 3, we're tied at a game apiece. Game 1, if you're just joining us, went to Lorain 25-10. Game 2 to Cleveland Heights 25-23. And it will be Ariana Washington. Left side of the front row, sent back over. Digging that out was Faria. Julissa Williams for the kill. Cleveland Heights plays it, and that's going to be good to the back row and just inside the line. Faria was back there, also T. Harris. They elected to let it go, but it was inbounds. It's 9-8. Titans by 1. Faith Watson, a chance to tie. Faria. And then the third hit. Boy, the Titans do a great job of getting it over the net. T. Harris did so. Again, Harris from the back row. Dug out by Kamari Wilson. Third hit, Tigers get it over. Faria plays it. Washington sets it. And into the net on the kill was Aaliyah Thomas. And we are tied at 9. Joe literally couldn't get tighter. We are tied at a game apiece here in Game 3, and Game 3 is tied at 9 points apiece.
Yeah.
Faith Thomas. Sent back over by the Titans. Titans in the white jerseys. Cleveland Heights in the black. Battle at the net. And we're going to get a whistle, and the point goes to Cleveland Heights, as I think Ariana Washington might have been into the net.
In the net, yep.
10-9 at Cleveland Heights. You have to give the Tigers credit for not giving up, Joe. They're on the road. They're 1-5. They struggled this year. They fell behind in the first game and lost the first game handily, 25-10, but after being down 18-12 in Game 2, something clicked.
Something did, yeah.
And they have been battling ever since. I don't think they're going to count that. I thought they wanted to. The coach for Cleveland Heights, Coach Watts, grabbed the towel, and I thought they were going to wipe off the court, so I can't I'm not sure, Joe, if the point counts or not. Wiping off some. Again, we did this in the last game. So I don't know if that serve that went into the net is going to count for a point for Lorain, and now the Titans will serve. That's what they're showing on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and give Lorain the point at 10. And
looks like it's going to stand.
Yes, it is, and it'll be Julissa Williams to serve for Lorain. Julissa Williams with a high serve from the back row. Sent over by Faith Watson. And a battle at the net, and that will go to Cleveland Heights as Janae Harrison tried for the kill, but Cleveland Heights blocked it. And the Tigers lead 11-10. Serve is an ace, inbounds, point for the Tigers. They lead 12-10. Lorain led at 1.83. Since then, Cleveland Heights has outscored them 9-2. Serve is going to go short. Point for Lorain. Titans trail 12-11. Jump serve. Played by the Tigers. Battle at the net. That'll go to the Cleveland Heights Tigers. Jordan Mormon with that kill. 13-11 Tigers. Faria. Middle of the front row. T. Harris sends it over. Tigers are playing it. And that one's going to go wide and out of bounds. Jordan Mormon with that attempt for Cleveland Heights. Point to Lorain. They trail 13-12.
A little confusion there on the Lorain side, to trying to figure out who they want to substitute here.
And they're going to bring in Chloe Karpinski to serve. Karpinski with the serve to the back row. Left side of the front row. Cleveland Heights sends it over, and Simone Kimbrough, and they put it into the net, and that's going to be a point for Cleveland Heights. As Talia Harris, her kill attempt went into the net. Tigers lead 14-12 in a very close game 3. Julissa Williams for Lorain sends it over the net. Now at the net, Williams comes back over, just got it over, and we're going to get Titan underneath the net, so that's going to be a point for Cleveland Heights. And Joe, the Tigers now have their biggest lead of game 2 at 15-12, or game 3 at 15-12.
Wow, I never saw this coming.
And Kamari Wilson, the serve. To the back row, Karpinski. To Williams, over to Washington. Ariana puts it over the net, and the Tigers put it into the net, and Faith Watson, point Lorain, they trail 15-13. Let's see if T. Harris can give the Titans a little momentum here, Joe, as they trail by 2 in game 3. Harris, left side of the front row. Watson sends it over, but well out of bounds. Point for Lorain. They trail 15-14. Good serve. Third hit for Cleveland Heights. They can't get it over the net as Simone Kimbrough with that miss hit. Titans tie this at 15 apiece. Again, you play to 25, you must win by 2 points. T. Harris with a serve. Played by Cleveland Heights. Washington sets up Sydney Patterson. Now it's back to the Cleveland Heights side, and Faith Watson does a good job. Karpinski saved it. Dug out, and Julissa Williams sends it back over to the Tigers side. Diving for that one are the Titans, and hitting it out of bounds is Karpinski. 16-15 Cleveland Heights. For Cleveland Heights, Yasmin Robinson. Karpinski. The dig by Washington. Washington now with the set. Left side of the front row, Julissa Williams dug out by the Heights defense. And Cleveland Heights will get the kill. Left side of the front row, senior outside hitter, Faith Watson. 17-15 Cleveland Heights. And serving it into the net, giving the Titans a break and a point. Our Cleveland Heights at 17-16 Heights. Sydney Patterson now to serve for Lorain. Joe, when Lorain won the first game 25-10, I'll be honest with you, I thought we were looking at a real short night, and especially after they took an 18-12 lead in game 2, but Cleveland Heights has responded. Now it's time to see if Lorain can answer back and get a rally here of their own. Middle of the front row, we're going to get a call that goes against Cleveland Heights on a double hit, and now we are tied at 17.
I agree, Rob. I mean, the first one was 25-10, and I didn't even think it was that close.
Right.
But they sure have responded.
Sydney Patterson with a serve. Patterson, Faith Watson kills back to Patterson. Patterson plays it. Now they get it over. Williams sends it back over to Cleveland Heights. They're going to get the kill. Jada Streifel, one of her few kills tonight. And Cleveland Heights takes an 18-17 lead. You're right, Joe, because when you think back, it was 25-10, but most of those points for Cleveland Heights were on missed serves by the Titans. I think they only won, a couple of points on their own. Simone Kimbrough back to serve for Cleveland Heights. And Joe, she has that jump serve that at times has been very, very good.
It has.
She hit that line drive, but that one into the net. That's a big missed serve there because we're tied at 18. It takes the serve out of the hands of Kimbrough. And that's the thing about the jump serve, Joe. Boy, when you get it in, it's really difficult, but
yeah, it's a risk reward.
It really is. 18-18. And that time Cleveland Heights on the miss set as they tried to set, they had a miss set, and Lorain gets the point. They now lead 19-18. So the Titans with a 19-18 lead here. Late stages, game 2. Serving are the Titans up by a point. Faith Watson, third hit, gets it over. Faria. They're going to set Washington. Sets it up for Harrison. Harrison sends it over to the Tigers. Back to Faria. Washington again to set. Left side, Jalissa Williams. Back to the back row for Cleveland Heights. Set. And from the middle of the front row, Jordan Mormon with the kill, and we're tied at 19. Eighth tie of game 3. We've been tied at 2, 3, 9, 10, 15, 17, 18, and 19. Faith Watson serving for Cleveland Heights, tied at 19. Jump serve over but wide. Miss serve, point Lorain. They lead 20-19. Game 3, we're tied at a game apiece. Whoever can win game 3 will have a ton of momentum and a 2-1 lead. Jalissa Williams with the serve. Titans 5 points away from game 3. Mormon sends it back over. Faria digs it out for the Titans. Middle of the front row. The kill attempt by Aaliyah Thomas is dug out. And the battle at the net, Thomas, and then she also had help from Janae Harrison. And the Titans get the block and the point. They lead 21-19. Timeout for Cleveland Heights.
And we're going to take a timeout as well.
All right, we will. Game 3, 21-19 Titans. We'll be back after this.
The Warriors to Work program makes it possible for wounded warriors and their families to build new lives together.
When my dad left, I was like this big, but now I'm like this big. My dad got a master's degree in human resources.
Thanks to Warriors to Work that my dad has a terrific job.
The Wounded Warrior Project helps him by, giving him another start.
Now that my dad's home, I get a lot more hugs.
I'm really proud of him.
Find out more about Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home, the brave.
Titans lead 21-19. Late stages game 3. Jalissa Williams to serve. And she hits it into the net. Point for Cleveland Heights, and it's now 21-20. Lorain.
Oh, it's been a night filled with service errors.
It really has. Treasure Island now to serve for Cleveland Heights. Island with a serve. Faria digs it out. Washington to Janae Harrison, puts it into the net, and we are tied at 21. You play at a 25, must win by 2 points. Game 3, we're tied at a game apiece. Rob Polinsky, Joe Bach from Lorain High School. Girls Varsity Volleyball, Lake Erie League match, Lorain and Cleveland Heights. Faria to Washington, right side of the front row, nicely done. Aaliyah Thomas with the kill. Titans lead 22-21. 3 points away from game 3. Jump serve, Faria, nicely done. Point Titans. 23-21 Titans, 2 points away from game 3.
2 more of those and we'll wrap up game 3.
Yasmin Faria, the junior. And she gets a running start, Joe. Faria jumps up, serves, dug out by the Tigers. On the third hit, they're going to get it over, but it's going to be long, and we're at game point, 24-21. So Yasmin Faria coming up with 3 big serves to break a 21-21 tie and give Lorain game point, 24-21. Faria for game 3. Sends it over, and it's an ace.
Yes.
And Lorain wins in the third game, I should say, 25-21. So the Titans take a 2-1 lead off the serves of junior Yasmin Faria. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with game 4. Lorain leads 2-1. You're watching Girls Varsity Volleyball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
From providing care,
I served in the United States Army Nurse Corps,
to serving near the front lines.
I was the first woman ever to deploy on a Strategic Air Command deployment.
Military women have served in many roles while paving the way for others.
I lobbied for women to be on board submarines.
The veterans benefits you earned honor that service and can help with challenges you face on the home front. From job training to disability compensation to buying a home with a VA guaranteed home loan.
I'll be able to change my career and make more money and provide a better life for my family.
Find out more about your eligibility, including how to apply online using e-benefits.
I'm proud to be an Army Reserve veteran. My mission now is to help women with military service learn about their veterans' benefits.
Achieve your next mission. Learn about and apply for your VA benefits today.
Lorain with a 2-1 lead over Cleveland Heights. And we start game 4. Lorain with an opportunity to win it 3-1. Cleveland Heights will try to tie it and send us to a 5th and deciding game. And to serve to begin the 4th game, Simone Kimbrough. Simone has done a good job tonight with her jump serves for Cleveland Heights. First serve, dug out by Faria. Set by Washington. Back row, Williams sends it. And Cleveland Heights will play it right back to the Titan side. Washington to Janae Harrison off the top of the net. Point Lorain. They lead 1-0. Joe, in my mind, doesn't mean I'm right, but in my mind, up 2-1 with some momentum. Boy, the start of this 4th game really important for the Titans. If they can get out to a big lead, I think they got a chance to put this team from Cleveland Heights away.
I think so as well.
Cleveland Heights obviously will try to do everything they can to prevent that from happening. A double hit by Cleveland Heights. Titans off to a nice 2-0 lead here early on game 4. Just joining us, Lorain leads 2-1. Serve sent back to the Titan side. And they'll play it. And on the third hit, putting it into the net is Sydney Patterson. And we are tied, or it's 2-1, I should say, Lorain. Crystal Colazzo coming in for the Titans. And serving for Cleveland Heights, Kamari Wilson. Her serve set by Washington. Sent over by the Titans. And we're going to get a missed hit on the Tigers, a double hit. Second one of game 4. Lorain leads 3-1.
Well, we've had quite a few of those tonight.
Tori Pollard will come in for Cleveland Heights. As the Cleveland Heights JV team up cheering on their teammates here, Joe, as they had a freshman game earlier, then the JV, now the varsity. The freshman game went 3 games. It's been a long night of volleyball here. And the Titans get the point off the miss hit off the serve. Samaya Hauser couldn't play it. Titans lead 4-1.
All right, let's string about 5 in a row here together.
You're not greedy. You just want 5 in a row. Harris to serve for the Titans. 5 in a row sounds good to me. And there's another one as hitting it into the net is Jordan Moorman. And the Titans lead 5-1 here in game 4. And an early timeout, Joe, for Cleveland Heights that I think Coach Watts senses what we might have just talked about. She knows how important the beginning of Game 4 is with her team down 2-1. And also the reason I say that is the fact how they lost Game 3. It was such a hard-fought match, or hard-fought game to have it go to the very end, and it could have went either way as we were tied 21-21, and Lorain and Yasmin Faria had 4 consecutive serves. I think that momentum from that game has carried over possibly at the beginning of this. But again, if you're watching Lorain City Schools Television, WLCS TV 20 on Lorain City Schools Television, Rob Polinsky, Joe Bach. We're on Spectrum Cable. Check out Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook for all your entertainment and informational needs. You can follow us on Twitter at LCS_TV 20. Check out that YouTube station, Lorain Schools TV 20. And like Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook, you win some great prizes. Tigers play it. Faria to Washington. Sydney Patterson sends it back over to the Tigers' side of the net. From the back row, hitting it over is Alasia Brooks for Cleveland Heights. Faria from the back row is going to send that deep and out of bounds. Point Cleveland Heights, and the Titans' lead is now 5-2. Coming in to serve for the Tigers is Treasure Island. She's a senior. Again, the Tigers come in 1-5. Lorain at 3-5. Williams with a kill attempt left side of the front row. Sent back over by Jordan Mormon of Cleveland Heights. Sydney Patterson with the kill from the middle of the front row for the Titans. They lead it 6-2. This young Titans team last time I saw them, Joe, the only time I saw them this year, about 3 weeks ago at the very beginning of the season, they lost to Open Door.
Yeah, it was the season opener.
Yeah, I can see some improvement since then. There's an ace from Sydney Patterson off the fingertips of Samaya Hauser. 7-2 Titans. Patterson, one of 3 seniors, but just one of 2 that are dressed for tonight. Again, Emily Van Horn out with an injury. Titans hope to get her back soon. Miss hit on the third hit. Jordan Mormon into the net. 8-2 Titans.
Yeah, and Heights has already burned their one of their 2 timeouts, so you can't call another one here. You could, but you're leaving yourself vulnerable the rest of the match.
8-2 Titans lead. Sydney Patterson with it, and they put it into the net, and the Tigers struggling here, Joe, and I think they're having a little bit of a hangover from Game 3 the way it ended. I just thought that end of Game 3 was huge. Whoever won that game would have so much momentum. I think we're seeing some of that, and now Jada Streifel will come in as they're going to try to cut into this 9-2 lead for Lorain. And there's a miss hit. Serve gives Cleveland Heights the point. It's 9-3 Lorain. Now, we've seen Lorain have big leads earlier that they've lost. So a 9-3 lead sounds like a lot, but Cleveland Heights is...
Game 2, they were up 18-12.
Yeah, right. And Cleveland Heights came all the way back and won 25-23. See if Lorain can do a better job this game of maintaining their lead as Kamari Wilson getting set to serve for Cleveland Heights. Jump serve, Kamari into the net. And we had an illegal rotation, I think, against Cleveland Heights anyway. So the point will go to Lorain. And Lorain leads 10-3. And Coach Kalia Watts, in her first year as head coach at Cleveland Heights, going over to talk with the official, wanted to know what that call was. And it's 10-3 Lorain.
Probably do a lineup check here now.
And Coach Watts wants to make sure he has make sure she has her girls aligned correctly as the Titans lead at 10-3. And going back to serve is going to be Ariana Washington. So Ariana Washington, a sophomore, to serve. At first, we're making sure that the Tigers have the young ladies in the right order. They're going to make a substitution. Coming off the bench for Cleveland Heights is Simone Kimbrough.
All right, everything looks in order.
And it should be Washington to serve for the Titans. And a long night here, Joe. 10-3, Lorain leads. Washington. Play back to the Lorain side, right side of the front row. Janae Harrison with the kill. Nobody home for the Cleveland Heights defense. Lorain leads 11-3. Washington to the back row. Dugout set for Simone Kimbrough. Beautifully done. She gets the kill as that one was missed. Julissa Williams couldn't pass it ahead. Cleveland Heights gets the point. They trail 11-4. Going back to serve is senior Faith Watson. For the Cleveland Heights Tigers, located over on Cedar Road in Cleveland Heights. Watson jump serve into the net. Point Lorain. Titans lead 12-4.
Yeah, beautiful renovated high school, new gym. It's absolutely gorgeous.
You guys going back over for football in a couple weeks? I know they play at the end of September. Don't know yet. I've heard good things about that field. I've never seen it.
Oh, Cleveland Heights field is very nice.
12-4, third hit for Cleveland Heights. They get it over the net. Dug out by Washington, left side of the front row, and the Titans get the point, as that is going to be T. Harris, 13-4.
Yeah, there's of course is turf, and yeah, the high school just got renovated though. It has the old character of the old buildings, and it's all new technology and new digs inside.
Left side of the front row, Tigers are able to put it over and get the point. Kamari Wilson makes it 13-5, Lorain.
New gym as well.
Have not had the opportunity to get over there yet. Yasmin Robinson serving. Set. Kill by Harrison. Blocked at the net, and it goes off the beam. Point Lorain. 14-5 Titans. Timeout, Cleveland Heights. They take their second and final timeout of Game 4 as the Tigers lead at 14-5. We told you earlier, want to remind you one more time, get your Lorain Titan Football 2018 card. You can get that from any Titan football player.
Or see one of the coaches if
see a coach, Brian Corey.
Yep.
Bob Schlembaker, I know he keeps a bunch of them in his office.
I don't think so.
I'm teasing, but see a player or a coach, somebody more important than Bob. That would just be about anybody in Lorain. These cards are good for through 2019 through August of next year. So you've got till the end of August 2019 to use them. And let's go through these businesses that this $10 card is good for. They all have different specials on them. And as Joe had mentioned, use it twice, you've paid for it.
And plus it's a good cost.
Exactly. Olympia Sports, Denny's, Brown Bag Burgers, Ziggy's, Scorchers, Crystal Clear Cleaners, Harry Buffalo, Quaker Steak and Lube, Wolfie's, Quiznos, Subway, IHOP, Yalas, Domino's, Marcos, Buffalo Wild Wings, Annie Ann's Pretzels, Family Video, McDonald's, and Lenosi's Spaghetti House. As Yasmin Faria serves it into the net. Point Cleveland Heights, it's 14-6 Titans. And the Tigers down 14-6 will have Simone Kimbrough serving, and coming in to play the middle or the left side of the front row is Jada Streifel. Kimbrough jump serve, dugout Faria. Washington, back row, Julissa Williams, and it is good. Her serve is in, or I shouldn't say her serve, she plays it in. And that makes it 15-6.
Did they call that out? I guess they did. I thought that was called in.
Thought so too, but sometimes, Joe, when we were situated here,
I was watching the ball, to be honest with you.
I was too.
Wasn't watching the official.
Simone Kimbrough with the serve. My bad. That point went to Cleveland Heights. So my apologies. And send it over for Rhea. On the third hit, Julissa Williams back to the Cleveland Heights side. Heights on offense. Sending it over is Kamari Wilson. Dug out by the Titans. Left side front row. T. Harris. The kill is going to be blocked at the net, but it goes out of bounds. Point for Lorain. They lead 15-7.
That was a big point. It stopped a little rally that Heights was on there.
Harrison comes out. Coming in to serve is Crystal Collazo. She is a 5'5" junior. Collazo with a serve just over the net. Point for Lorain. They lead 16-7. And don't forget, as Joe mentioned, the Tigers have used both their timeouts. They are out. Lorain, if they would need them, has 2 left. Collazo into the net. Point Cleveland Heights, 16-8 Titans. Going back to serve is Kamari Wilson. Collazo to Faria. Played on the third hit by T. Harris, but it's out of bounds. Point for Cleveland Heights, 16-9 Lorain. Titans play it. Back row, Faria into the net. Point Tigers, 16-10 Lorain. 3 straight points for Cleveland Heights. And Cleveland Heights is now outscored Lorain 4-1 in the last 5 points. Williams puts it back over to the Cleveland Heights side. Middle of the front row, Jordan Mormon right back to the Titans. Middle of the front row, Sydney Patterson with a kill. Titans with a point, lead 17-10.
Huge point.
Agreed.
I thought if Cleveland Heights got another point or two, Lorain would have been forced to call a timeout.
Yeah.
But, they broke the Heights serve, so see if we can get it over the net here.
Leading 17-10. T. Harris serving. Harris serves. Set, left side of the front row. Faith Watson puts it over. Point for Cleveland Heights, makes it 17-11. So Heights to serve. It's Treasure Island to the back row. Played ahead, Sydney Patterson into the net. Point for Cleveland Heights, 17-12. Chantel Jackson talking things over right now with her senior Sydney Patterson. Island serves, and there's an ace right between 2 players in the back row. 17-13, 3 straight for Cleveland Heights. Treasure Island, good deep serve. Faria from the back row. Titans can't pass it ahead. They're going to get a timeout. 17-14, Cleveland Heights hanging around. We've seen this movie before. Lorain gets the early lead. Cleveland Heights battles back. And then we've got a timeout. This has been very exciting, Joe. And the Titans lead at 17-14, late stages game number 4. Want to take a timeout as well? All right, we will. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back for Girls Varsity Volleyball on WLCS TV 20. We'll be back with more right after this. (17-14). Titans lead by 3. They take a timeout. They have 1 remaining. Treasure Island to Faria. Sent back over Jalissa Williams. Set, left side of the net. Faith Watson. Her kill is good, and Cleveland Heights has scored 5 straight points, and they trail 17-15. The Titans led 17-10, but the Tigers will not go away. Island again. Good deep serve. Point. 17-16. Island back to Faria, back row, the set. Julissa Williams sends it over, dugout from Cleveland Heights. Sent over, been wide, point for Lorain. They lead 18-16. So the Titans finally get the serve back, up by 2.
Now, if Cleveland Heights would pull this out, they would have a huge advantage going into the 5th set.
You would think. Coming in for Cleveland Heights, Tori Pollard. Serving Sydney Patterson for Lorain. Good line drive serve. Faith Watson puts it into the net. 19-16 Titans. Cleveland Heights out of timeouts. Lorain has 1 remaining. Third hit. Cleveland Heights sends it over. Set for Washington. Williams with a kill. It's good. Titans lead 20-16. Julissa Williams, a sophomore, skied for that one and put it down, and the Titans are 5 points away from the match. Patterson with a serve. That one's long, out of bounds. 20-17. Titans lead is cut to 3. Jordan Mormon serving for Cleveland Heights. Jump serve, gets it over. Faria will play it. Set, Washington. Williams with a kill, it's good. Off the hands of Tori Pollard. 21-17 Titans. 4 points away from the match. And they'll serve substitution Cleveland Heights. Coming back in, Treasure Island. Back to serve, Ariana Washington, the setter for Lorain. Ariana's serve. Dug out from the back row. Played ahead to Simone Kimbrough. She'll send it back over to the Titans. Janae Harrison sends it, but it's dug out by the back row of the Tigers. They play it to the Titans side. Harrison right side of the front row. Dinks it over and good. In front of the defense. 22-17 Lorain. 3 points away.
All right, Ariana served this out.
Her serve. Played from the back row, and it's played by Harris. That was close to going out of bounds. 2 Titans run into each other. They are down on the court. They're going to have a replay of this point as we've got Williams is going to be hurt. Julissa Williams, boy, she ran right into her teammate, Ariana Washington. And Joe, I think we should take a timeout here as they attend to these young ladies.
I think we will as well with the score. Lorain 22, Heights 17. We'll be right back.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
We make Marines who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Well, Julissa Williams, young lady, was hurt. She comes off the floor. Hopefully she'll be all right, but she has to come out for now. So they'll replay that point, Joe, as a couple of the Titans ran into each other trying to play that one defensively. And the Titans lead 22-17. If I remember right, Lorain is going to serve here. They're giving the serve to Cleveland Heights. Interesting. Anyway, no point. We're going to replay it. Now Chantel Jackson wants to come over and ask what happens here. Both coaches are coming over to talk. Lorain had served. They called it in the middle of the point when the two young ladies hit each other. So we haven't seen a point go on the scoreboard. I just thought they had indicated they were going to replay the point.
Yes.
If that was the case, I would have guessed Lorain would be serving. Now, I don't pretend to be,
and that's the case.
And they are. So it is Lorain serving.
Yeah, the up official indicated replay. He stopped the action and then he indicated replay. So, yeah, it's
okay.
Still Lorain serve.
So I'm not totally crazy.
No, not at 9:15 at night on a Tuesday.
Joe, you and I are going to talk.
Oh, yeah.
Serve. Lorain 3 points away from the bat. I'm teasing you. And there's the spike. It's going to be good from Simone Kimbrough. 22-18. The Titan lead is down to 4, and Cleveland Heights has the serve. And good sign here, Joe. And more importantly, Julissa Williams is going to come back in. So obviously she wasn't too hurt. She's right back in. Well, that was a hard hit she took. She ran into one of her teammates. Titans 3 points away. Faith Watson serving for Cleveland Heights gets this point, 22-19.
I will remind you, Rob, that you have to win by 2. So
yes.
Whether that's 25 to something or 32 or 34.
You are right. Faith Watson serving, her team down by 3. Watson puts it into the net. Point Lorain, 23-19. Lorain, 2 points from the match. And Julissa Williams will go back to try to serve for the match. Williams with a serve from the back row. Watson set, middle of the front row. Kimbrough dinks it over, dug out by Harris. From the back row, Yasmin Faria puts it over, and that one is in, and we're at match point. 24-19, match point Lorain. Julissa Williams with an opportunity to give Lorain the win. Williams with the serve, into the net, point Cleveland Heights, 24-20, still match point. Serving to try to extend this is Yasmin Robinson for Cleveland Heights. Robinson sends it over. Played by the Titans, middle of the front row. Point for Cleveland Heights. 24-21 Titans. Still match point. Still Yasmin Robinson serving. Robinson sends it over, and it's a point for Cleveland Heights. They're hanging around. They have gotten 3 straight match points. They've held off. It's 24-22. Match point number 4 for Cleveland Heights.
And Lorain still has a timeout, but not yet.
Yasmin Robinson sends it over. Williams, left side of the front row. That one's going into the net. There's the match. Titans win it, 25-22.
Wow.
It wasn't easy, but Lorain wins it 3-1. Lorain with the win goes to 4-5 on the year. Cleveland Heights with the loss, they drop to 1-6. As you see both teams clap hands after a hard-fought match. Varsity volleyball here in 4 games. Lorain wins 3-1. 25-10, 23-25, 25-21, 25-22.
And I'm sorry, Rob, I know you had your heart set on this match going 5 games, but a lot of exciting volleyball tonight that went 4. And you would have never have guessed that from the result of the first set.
Lorain won the first game 25-10. It looked like it would be easy, but it was not at all. Cleveland Heights came back, played hard, and it'll be interesting to see who wins the next time around when these two teams play at Cleveland Heights. But, Joe, that's going to just about do it for girls varsity volleyball tonight, and I'm sure we'll have more volleyball in 2018 as we get further into the season.
Absolutely, and thanks for coming out tonight, Rob.
Thanks for asking, and again, thanks for everybody for watching. You've been watching girls varsity volleyball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.